Good morning, everyone. Hello. Welcome to the program and things of that nature. Today is Sunday, May 9th, 2021. But more than that, it's Mother's Day in some parts of the world. So I just want to say Happy Mother's Day to my mother, who is probably not watching, but it doesn't matter because it's not about her. It's about me. I want to see you post Instagram pictures with your mothers, even though they don't have any social media at all. Share a funny story and then call them and then don't tell them that you shared that story with the world. It's not about them. It's about how you feel about them. It's an important thing to remember. Steve La said, good morning, RJ and everyone. Karen said, I thought this was a song request. I want to stop by good evening, but now I'm realizing it's I want to stop by good evening. The capitalization threw me off. Clint said, RJ, how are you doing today, sir? Which is unnecessary and has now ruined my day. Ty said, good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday, RJ. Are you doing well today? That gives me, the option of either well or not well, which could mean any number of things. I could be doing better than well, but the options I've been presented are either well or not. It's a yes or no question. Hard for me to answer. Leo said, good morning, all. Didn't wish my mother a happy Mother's Day today because Mother's Day is on the 27th of March over here. So you've already done it. And I'm sure it went swimmingly. But the good thing about that is if you mess it up, you have basically like 2 months later, you can call and say, hey, kind of try it again. Over in those countries over there, they're celebrating Mother's Day. So I just want to say a happy Mother's Day again. So Karia said, good morning, everyone. SM said, I gave my mom flowers, chocolate, and another present, I guess undisclosed. Not a single thank you. But SM, I think you're the one thanking on this day. You know what I'm saying? She should just say, you're welcome. If anything at all. Leo said, when will we see your kitchen again? Are you planning renovations? Sometime in the future. In the meantime, look at these panels. Positively E said, good morning. Nail said, good morning, watching the ads. I don't know if you noticed. Oh, there she said, ooh, look at this little TV. And Aaron, too, your members' badges have changed. So I guess it's been a year now, or however that works. So well done, everyone. I'm very proud of you. Enjoy the little mint TVs. Leo said, older mothers don't tend to be good on social media, minion memes and such, and poorly cropped. I saw a guy, my friend's father has Instagram and I'm obsessed with it. He posted it was a Far Side comic strip. But the crop was so messed up that you could not read the caption of it. And I was just like, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen. Derek said, Tampa, Florida here, 70s already. Your age? Are you aging more rapidly? Get that checked out. Speaking of Mother's Day, I wore this number here, this rose print. And I also would love to show off oh my God, we can't see them at all. These fun up, down socks. I'm doing a terrible job showing. Oh my God. Who needs this shot? That'll sell some socks. From the up, down shop online. Now that I played a game on their channel, I feel eligible to wear these socks. So that's nice. I mean, I like them. They're enjoyable. And what I like about them is they have arrows on them, which help me. I have difficulty putting on socks. They have oddly shaped feet. They're too long. Sometimes they're too long for the sock. And the heel will be over here and the toe will be over here. But the arrows, are very helpful. So go get them. I don't make any money off of them. They're not making any Wednesday morning wake up or Wrestlemania After Dark merch yet. Because I don't think people have pestered them enough. But in the meantime, go get yourself some nice socks. Derek said, hey, looking forward to the rose print. Well, here we are. Hugh Page Rash said, good morning from Cape Coral. Isn't that adorable? It sounds so fake. It sounds like an Edward Scissorhands kind of town, where everything's perfect. And I'm sure it's not. So you live with the irony of it. Sean said, mothers, a whole day. They really get. I don't think they get by nighttime. It's like, we got shit to do. They get until like late lunch. It's a big brunch day. Mother's Day. This is a Sunday. Aaron said, good morning. Get your moms to hit that like button. If your moms, I love when people watch but they don't have a profile and they don't like, and it's kind of useless. But watch with your mothers. They'll enjoy this. I have a broad demographic appeal. I am, slightly erotic family entertainment, I guess. That's the best way you can put it. Me being in my underwear somehow is also the least sexual thing of all. A said, I'm going to see my mom hopefully today. I would hope so too. If not, if you're in the UK, you have March of next year. So mark it on your calendar. Clarence said, hi, RG. You look so beautiful. And Rosebud, thank you. Patrick Broom said, howdy. Super Ermac said, I'm just here for coffee and a man in his underwear, just as the fortune teller foretold. By the way, that's how I'm going to start pronouncing fortune. Fortune. Like they're two different words. And say hi to the fortune teller and ask her how I'm doing. What's going on with me? You should have said, and does the man who makes coffee in his underwear, does he end up okay in the end? I really wish you followed up. Leo said, does your mother own Crocs? No, I don't think they're Crocs. They're if they're considered Crocs, I think, but they're like a mix between Uggs and Crocs. They're like Ugg slippers. They're slippers. They have the Ugg lining, closed toe slippers. Just, in the mornings, it gets chilly. Sean said, I got like a month of catching up, but I want my Mint TV. That was the old saying. I want my Mint TV. Very popular. Stay the course. You will do it. I believe in you. Tom is checking what icon he has. It's not. I mean, I can see it there, Tom. When you write the comment, I can see it. Derek said, I'm always stuck at 69, RJ. LOL, never going into the 70s. That's weird. What if 69 is a sexual position? What the hell is 70? That's like somebody who does not want to sleep with a round person. They're like, yeah, this is weird. And Neil said, wow, a whole year. I remember when you weren't really into the idea of making a membership. Oh, what fun we've had. I know it was just a whole thing. And I'm like, I don't know. I'm asking a lot of people. And then I put out a bunch of videos and then now we're, marginally here. Really just maintaining the lower middle. I think that's the best I can do. Val said, I missed this shit. I'll probably call her later, but like I didn't ask to be born either. So you asked her what the deal was, what the thought process was behind the whole the childhood thing. Just say like, I want an explanation, That's not out of line to ask. Positively Issa, you got to pull them up all the way. That was all the way. They're not knee highs. They're not thigh socks. Though maybe they have them. I should browse the shop more. Nell said, Val, hashtag pop the pancakes. Pongo said, impeccable modeling. Po Girl said, howdy, y'all. Sokaria said, my 82-year-old grandmother just got a Facebook, so social media is officially canceled for me. I love as the older generations catch up, people keep moving to other things. Like old people showed up on TikTok quick, really, really fast. And was like, this is a hot new thing. And then your uncle's like, I got it. And you're like, shit. Well, what are we doing now? But good luck with that, Sokaria. Show her around and show her who not to talk to. I'm sure there's like weird predatory people out there try to scam her out of money. And then you'll end up on Dr. Phil. Nail said, Wednesday morning wake up was awesome, RJ. Congrats. Thank you. That happened rather at the last minute, and it came together so nicely. If you haven't watched it, its parts are on my social media and the Bump social media, but the full thing is in the episode of The Bump. I don't know, 30 minutes in maybe. Wednesday morning wake up. This little segment where I interviewed Shane Hurricane Helms. And I will say, I am blown away by the intro they made me and the theme. And I want it. I want it on a shirt and a jacket. And I just want to hear that theme every morning when I wake up. Derek said, did anyone lose money on Dodge last night? I'm a Ram guy. It's a big 4x4, it's sturdy, and that's what I like about it the best, so no. Mysterious Spaceman said, RJ, if you are blessed with longer than average feet, you can change your finisher from a knee to a boot. I was using a boot, not as a finisher, but I would use it because I did have large feet, but like they didn't read enough as large feet, if that makes any sense. You know what I'm saying? They're not clown feet. Just if you spend a minute looking at them, you go, I guess they're large. Pogirl said, this is my first Mother's Day without mom. I'm missing her. That is so sad, but so sweet for your mother, to remember the nice people on their respective days. Isn't that nice? I love playing a game called Everything is Good and Everything is Bad. So when something is really good, seems really good, I like to find the bad things about it. And then when things are really bad or sad like that, I go, well, what is good about this? It's certainly nice to be remembered. I'm sure there's the mothers who are alive right now and go, gee, I hope when I'm dead, my daughter will remember me on Mother's Day. And you did. So that's nice. And that's how we play the game. Leo said on Ryan Emmett's Insta live stream last night, a guy lied and said he saw his movie Heel in a theater when his movie isn't in theaters, and Ryan knew he was lying. Very entertaining. Yeah, that should be rudimentary information. It's doing the festival circuit. It's not like it's just on demand or anything. Can't grab a popcorn and watch it. That man is an idiot. SM said, slightly erotic family entertainment trademark. Thank you. Pogirl said, RJ always looks beautiful. So Karia said, my condolences, Pogirl. See, and it's nice. And people know what that is, or they certainly, could envision it, how sad it would be. Let me, there we go. This is weird cardboard here. So it's a fun game to play. A little good, a little bad. Spot Center said, could you please tell Lynn to wake up and go see the dozen pink roses waiting for her in the kitchen? I will increase the volume. Together we can do this. I'll give you 3 seconds, Spot Center, to increase the volume. Jack it up, because we are going to wake her up. Okay, you ready? 3, 2, 1. Got it? Good. There you go. Hamburger said, I have your new wrestling gimmick. Chorus boy. Finishers. The jazz hand. You go like this and then maybe slap them like that. And the ball change super kick. And it's just like, I would always demand that there's a curtain there. And I can do just like a hand peeks through or a foot. Panta's grandma said, Crocs like the shoes or like the chompy water boys. Of the big chompy, that's what we're calling crocodiles now? Leave these animals alone, please. Let them be the dangerous animals they were designed to be. Nails said, oh, Lord. We've lost everything now. I'd like to acknowledge and give thanks to Sokaria for releasing her drafts last week. Yeah, if you don't remember, Sokaria said, I got so many things in my drafts that are dirty, thirsty tweets. And I'll never release them, which was like, I think she did, and they were good. I thought they was going to be worse. Got to be honest with you. I'm a depraved. I was pretty in line with what I had expected. I mean, we're certainly not PG, especially the one doing yoga. It was not a namaste situation for me. Michelle said, Happy Mother's Day from, I think, the oldest mother in here. Well, that is sweet. And you're the mother of us all. You're a mother hen in many ways. And your emojis are socks and a variety of, I didn't even know there were that many floral emojis. So you really planted a whole garden in the comment section, Michelle. I would also be remiss if I didn't mention that it's Candace Bergen's birthday and Billy Joel's birthday. So a busy Sunday for us all. Super said, yeah, she told me to tell you to watch out for the bearded French Canadian. Also to be careful not to bring your lips on the coffee. Thankfully, It's cold brew. So I'm going to have a hoot. So she is wrong. Nell said, I love being marginally here. Spotsman said, oh, by the way, she's the mother to my son. I'm not sleeping with my mom. Oh, I see what you're saying. So Kari said, Nails, I've learned to hit the delete button. That's a shame. SM said, yes, Okaria, those tweets are entertaining. Keep them coming. Nail said, the yoga one was my favorite. Nail said, don't show your grandmother those tweets. Oh, like she doesn't know. So Okaria has a whole sick, depraved family. Vigo said, Uncle gets TikTok. I move on to Dogecoin. And they're like, money? I'm in. SM said, have we settled the whole burglar versus house neighborhood watch sign debate yet? Because I'm Team Boris the burglar changed my mind. So the answer, and I guess it was last week, I was talking about the neighborhood watch signs looked like a shifty guy, but it was actually a house. It turns out there are like 100 variations on the logo, and most of them are the shifty watching guy. I have asked my mother. I asked her last week. I called her immediately after the program, and I said, can you please take a picture? There was one I used to pass always on the way to school where I was like, and that's the sign I'm referring to. Have not been able to find it online. I've asked her to take the picture. She said, sure. And then she just didn't. And well, I'm not going to ask her today, of all days. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. Neil said, I keep watching whole episodes of Le Boomp for RJ. First of all, thank you. Number two, feel free to spam the comments since they are live on Twitter and YouTube. Number three, there's other fun things to enjoy on that program. The guys are there, that panel of fellas wearing chalk line stuff. Evan had a Rodney Dangerfield shirt on last time, and they'll say, oh, coming up, Rick Martel, and fun stuff like that. And Kayla's there, kind of like, almost like a Zordon, you know? She's like this just remote head. You're like, this is weird. And then she tells everyone what to do and then makes a margarita. Poe Girl said, starting to watch Pluto TV wrestling channels more and more. Thanks, RJ. I actually recognize some now. Who's the heel, their special moves, etc. I'm a gateway to wrestling, which is not what I intended. Nail said, did you see Danhausen visit Rootless Coffee? You still thinking of making an RJ blend? They made Danhausen his own. First of all, I don't think they made Danhausen his own blend. I think they just slapped his face on it. Probably showed up with stickers and it's like, this is my coffee, this is my coffee, this is my coffee. Very nice, very coffee. I do have some coming, so I will try it when it arrives. And I got the French press roast, so if it sucks, he's going to hear it. And also so will you. Leo said, the same guy started asking Ryan about trunks and swingwear. He's a hip swinging guy. A said, Sue is awesome. I assume it's your mother. So Kari said, if you knew anything about my grandmother, it's far more likely that she would scam the scammers and talk them into giving money to our church. It's quite a ruse. Sounds like a Ponzi scheme. It's a Sokaria scheme to me. Spot Center said, the White Russian Anton made a surprise return to Superkick last week. When's your return going to be? I'm kind of busy. Kind of occupied at the moment. Oh, maybe my mom is watching because she just sent me a text. Oh, no. Great. I asked for the neighborhood watch sign. She sent me a picture of her Crocs. She does wear, these are the Crocs, but they're like lined, they're slippers. They're house, you don't wear them out of the house. See the lining? See them there? Okay, great. Good stuff. Happy to circle back and get that all done. Michelle just dropped all the floral botanist emojis there. Asa, did you like Kayla's curly hair from SmackDown? I think she should have played it up more and said something hip like, hey, yowza. But as far as I'm concerned, she can keep the hair, and she should. She's curly Kayla to me. David said, hello all. Sorry I'm late. They said, go be with your wife. And your mother-in-law, what are you doing? The hell is this? Happy Mother's Day to Christina and to the wonderful Nana, who I'm sure neither of them are watching because it's their day and this is not how they should be celebrating it. They've had enough of me. Nail said, good morning, David. Just in time for the sass. There's David emojis. Val said, Nails, please gif very nice, very coffee. Leo said, one really stupid thing Mothers Do in the UK is posting photos of their nervous kid on their first day back at school in a uniform too big for them. These kids look like they are shitting themselves, which they will, grow up, go to high school, university, get drunk, and do it all their own. Oh, A said Sue is Trent's mom, not my mom. Sue's everyone's mother, I guess. SM said, missed you last week, David. I watched Spree recently, and it was a messed up movie. David, your response? Matt Camp is here from the wonderful French wrestling program Le Boom and said good morning and hello, moms. And not only does Matt have a mother, but he has a mother of his child who he happens to be married to. And I would like to say the most blessed of Mother's Days to Penny's mother. May you continue to live in tolerance of who else is in your bed. David said, happy Mother's Day, especially to RJ's for throwing him down the stairs. That's a good, you know what? Let me call her. Let me call her right now. Let me see if I can get her. Hopefully this won't, okay. Let's give it a second. Calling my mom. Oh, look, that's, Hi.
Hi, Arch.
How are you?
I'm good. What are you calling me for? I'm not even dressed.
Well, I just wanted to. Do you remember when you threw me down the stairs? Do you remember that?
I remember it. Can you hear me?
Yes, they can hear you. David brought it up, so I just wanted to ask you.
So I remember it fondly.
Okay, good. Just wanted to check and say Happy Mother's Day and so forth.
You're such an angel.
Yeah, you should get closer on your face. I wanted to see your nasal cavity.
My squirrels are here.
Okay, my mother's going to feed the squirrels. All right, I'll let you go then.
My customers, they come for breakfast and they're having Sunday brunch with me.
Okay, sounds good. You want to say goodbye to everyone?
Yeah, and I wouldn't have thrown him down the stairs if he didn't deserve it.
Okay.
That's all I'm going to say.
All right, sounds good.
Bye, everybody.
Yes, goodbye.
Happy Sunday.
Yes, goodbye.
Bye.
Well, there you go, David. She's happy she did it. She thought I deserved it. I don't know what child deserves to be thrown down the stairs, but she wishes she could do it again. SM said, happy Mother's Day to Mama City. Oh, Jesus. It's now got out of hand. Where are we? Sean said, you're not family until you have at least 3 stare-centric traumas. I agree. So Kari said, my tweets wouldn't faze my gran at all. She once told me a story about being mad at my grandpa because he was too drunk to perform. So she banged his bandmate next to him while he was passed out. And that band were the Spinners. Fun fact. Matt Camp said, that hair took 4 hours. I had no idea what you were talking about. And I realized Kayla's hair. And it took so long, she should keep it. It should just be the permanent, get a permanent. Put the thing on your head, the space helmet, and get it over with. I think she reached a new level of professionalism where I really listened and respected what she had to say. Super Ermac said, I often wonder if the David Arquette in the chat is the legit David or a fake David. Are you out of your mind? Even if you tried to emulate David Arquette in this chat, you would come off more coherent and grammatically correct than he often does. So Kari said, there's my Mother's Day story. It's wonderful. Nail said, it's Matt Camp for the French television program Le Boom. Good morning, Matt. Blue Meanie is here, and happy Mother's Day to you, Meanie, who is very much a maternal figure in my wrestling life. Yolanda said, may Kayla keep those Hillary Banks vibes. Leo said, do you enjoy David's part in the greatest movie of all time, the Darwin Awards? Yes, I enjoyed his part in that. When I saw it, when I was scrolling, I said, this is not something I should watch. Michelle said, I'm proud to have been a Mother Henish figure for so many years, and may you continue to cluck. Panda's Grammar said, the David in the chat is a flashback clip from a previous season. Nail said, yay, guest star. Yolanda said, good morning, Meanie. Sean said, Monsieur Bump and Blue, hello to you. Happy Mother's Day, Mama RJ. SM said, the stairs story is so triggering. Sean said, have her sing Janis Joplin. It's too late. There's a delay, and it's too late. So So Kari said, Happy Mother's Day, Mom. She's not going to hear this shit now. Nail said, RJ gets to New York when he talks to his mom. David sent a wonderful goldenrod tribute with a jumping pear. It said, #1 fan. Oh, and then David said, #1 fan of your mom. A real great school insult there. Positively E said, what did you do? It was my understanding when I was younger, I had tremendous difficulty going to sleep. I would get, I would not be able to sleep. And I would get anxiety about it. And the worst part is if I couldn't sleep, for some reason I had to tell everyone in the house I couldn't sleep, and they had to kind of stay up with me. So I think after weeks, if not months of that behavior, she was at her wit's end, and the stairs were there. So maybe if she knocked me out, I could get some rest. Panda's grandma said, why is everyone's mom on FaceTime in extreme close-up? Mostly their nose, and half the time just going, can you hear me, back and forth. She looked like she was on a doorbell camera. She looked like she was in a peephole in an apartment. Telegram. Poe Girl said, great Mother's Day stories, Okaria. Graham getting a freak on back in the day. Aaron said, when does Mama City get a segment on La Boom? I've been on, 4 times, and we're already asking for my mother? Really sabotaged myself. Nell said, no song request, though. Yeah, David, if you have a song request, not from my mother, because I hung up on her, but SM said, Matt Camp, who do we spam on Twitter to get some Wednesday morning wake-up merch? That's a good question. Is there a bump shop? Can you even get some bump merch? Sean said, I thought Messieurs was like more than one mister, but yeah, maybe it's my comprehension of it. Je ne sais. Correct, Sean. Nell said, please don't throw your children down the stairs if they won't sleep, folks. My mom just got that in on just before the cutoff of like the don't hit your kids. Just in the nick of time. Another year? Nope. David said, the story was payment enough. Every time he's walking down the stairs in front of me, I have to resist the urge to push RJ, so I just live vicariously. I wasn't pushed. I was thrown. I was dragged to the stairs and then thrown. It wasn't like it was, it was a surprise murder. How'd that guy die in, who falls down the stairs in Psycho? They take that horrible tumble. It wasn't like that. She grabbed me, David, as if someone was to throw you out of the ring, by this, like the scruff of my neck and maybe my arm, and flung me, as she would say. Flung me, and I went, boom. And I remember having rug burns. Good thing they weren't wood or concrete. I might not be here today. SM said, thankful that my parents don't know how to use iPhones, so I don't have to FaceTime them. Nell said, fathers are the same. Oh, my mom's texting me now. Oh, first of all, she said, show David my Crocs. He should do Bob Ross Crocs. And then she said, you were thrown down the basement stairs and the door shit. I was sleep deprived. Oh, yeah, she also threw me outside. She also threw me outside once and slammed the door, and it was in the cold. Where are we? Leo said, what about when Randy Orton threw McFoley down the stairs? He did a better job than your mother? That was, I think, they were wider steps. I didn't have that much room, His was perhaps more dramatic. I think mine was more intimate. Matt said, you have a bump hoodie. I do have a bump hoodie. I posted a picture with it last week. It's available at WWE Shop. That's what I wanted to know, because other people want the hoodie. I'm trying to move the product here. That's all I'm trying to do. I got these up, down socks on, which are very hot. They'll be good in winter. Neil said, I approve drunk children. That's amusing. I was drunk? So Karia said, who downvoted the show? I can't see the dislikes. They only show the likes in this thing I'm seeing, but whatever. I wouldn't like this. I'm talking about these horrible things. Yolanda said, Mama City for the win. So nice that she's really so widely accepted. Super said, you were launched. I was launched down the stairs. Pence's grandma said, was the bed at the bottom of the stairs? No, that's the thing. I was upstairs. There was a top. There's 3 floors. Top, middle, basement. My bedroom was on the floor. She threw me down. This wasn't about sleep now. This was the punishment. SM6 sounds like she threw you like Uncle Phil used to throw Jazzy Jeff out of the house on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. No. Less like, there was no comedic flair. It was I don't even, it's one of those things it's always stuck with me. Neil said, no wonder RJ doesn't accept that we adore him. Like, gee, these complexes are like flights of stairs. Kingdom says, so you've taken more bumps for your mom than you have any match in the last 3 years. And I got paid just the same, too. So the exposure was, I would say, equal. David said, memes of RJ being thrown down the stairs, please. That's David's request. Oh, my mom just texted me and said it builds character. So she really made me the man I am today. Neil said, ooh, I would totally get a Matt Camp of Le Boomp hoodie. It's on my Instagram. It's a nice black hoodie. It says La Boomp on it. Major Fomo said you bump a really good. Say shades of Luigi Primo. Sean said David lawsuit. Neil said I think his mom pressed thumbs down as we malign her. Leo said, you know how much you dislike Gary Vee? No. We had someone similar running for mayor this year in London. He came like 8th or something with his 1% of the vote. He also drinks his own piss, which is, I'm sure, just builds character. And think of the money he's saving. You know, I want that guy in charge of the budget. Spot Center said, worst sequel, Staying Alive or Grease 2? Grease 2. Although Staying Alive really should have had Diddy Khan. Super Ermac said, Photoshop RJ's face onto a gif of Bart Simpson falling down the stairs. David said you should have a finishing move called No More Wire Hangers, and I just get on the phone and yell at my mother till my opponent taps out. Neil said, Grease 2 is amazing. How dare you? That's happened recently. More and more people are just loving Grease for some reason. Mama City said, Mama City, please help us settle the neighborhood watch sign debate. The cult needs to know. I asked her to go take a picture of that sign. She said, sure. Then not a word after that. And then all she wants to do is talking about throwing me down the stairs. And her Crocs. Panda's grandma said, RJ's first exposure, being thrown out of the house to the elements. And they did so well braving them. Mysterious Spaceman said, I don't trust stairs because they are always up to something. Stairs are so dangerous. Jutting sharp rectangles on an incline. Terrifying. And they will always win. My mom said she will look today for this. She's texting me now. She will look today. So hopefully we get an answer. Cool Rider. Oh, great. We're talking about space. Grease 2, not space. Nail said, bravo, Spaceman. David said, RJ should remake Xanadu. I think, David, we should remake Partners, the Dean Martin, Jerry Lewis Western. Or City Slickers. Nail said, do we have coffee yet? I have a cold can of Cafe Bustelo this morning. Oh, my God. Okay. And David said, or RJ is Barbarella. I want to make Faster Pussycat Kill. That would be fun. Let me do a standing press here. Will this work? Yeah. Okay. I'm doing it. This is, only if you're an expert, I would say. It's a standing thumb press. Things can go very wrong very quickly. Don't try this one at home, kids, and I mean that. Okay. Let me get a nice pour here. I got my, it's Mother's Day, but I'm always, I think I'm wrestling's aunt. So let's get a nice pour. Oh, it's a nice color. There's an amber quality to it. It's not that bad, but I do have stevia, which will be nice. Spot Center said, I loved Olivia Newton-John more than Fig Newton-John. I once was at a wrestling show. The wrestler's name was Olivia Neutron Bomb. Neil said they should remake Grease 2 in space. Oh, my mother sent a picture. She sent the stupid meme. The neighborhood watch. This is stupid. Don't be stupid. See, she's having too much fun now. It goes to her head and she ruins it. That's why you don't have people on the show. SM said, make some croc charms so your mom can wear them proudly. Po Girl said, David, Joan Crawford was my ex's cousin's godmother once upon a time. That's some 6 degrees. Sean said, there's a wrestler in public office that has been asked to remove messenger serving his post. He was in Japan and the other in Mexico. I don't understand. Positively E wants pictures of the stairs. Ma, can you take a picture of the basement steps so they can see my perilous fall? David said partners it is. I don't think it's partners. I think it's partners with a D. P-A-R-D-N-E-R-S because it's a Western. Patrick Broom said, my childhood house had carpeted stairs that would cause me to slip and fall on my ass all the way down if I wore the wrong kind of socks. Socks can be very dangerous. Even if they're wood. My mom said it's real. What is she? It's not real. It's not. Take a picture of the one outside. I had specific requests and she's just defying me because she's a big shot, all of us. She'd never call them. Patrick said, oh yeah, we did this. Can't tell me what to do, RJ. I'll try what I want at home. Fine. Good luck hurting yourself with a standing French press. That's nice. That is perfect. Yolanda said, come on, RJ, let her play. Aaron said, we need RJ City croc gibbets in the merch store. Major Fomo said, let's have a reenactment where Shayna plays your mom. In many ways, she does. I seek her counsel every day. Leo said, when are we getting the Florida Keys party shirt? The future reunion guy is yet to send it to me. So I was waiting on a bunch of fun designs, but hang in there. In Detox, Sylvester Stallone throws a bad guy down the stairs at a rehab center and says, how's that for a 12-step program? Speaking of, here's the steps. My mother just sent them to me. Can we? I mean, you get the gist, right? I know it's blurry, but and that was my view. There you go. And not a lot of room to move. Either way. We have one request. Sean Flagstaff. Here we go. Neil said, I think Shayna would be a great guest on the next Ask RJ. I mean, I don't. But Sean wants Mercedes-Benz, Janis Joplin song. I think my mom sang it last time she was on. And this will be the last time she was on. Oh, Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz? My friends all drive Porsches. I must make amends. Worked hard all my lifetime. No help from my friends. So, Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz? Oh, Lord, won't you buy me a color TV? Dialing for dollars is trying to find me. That's a show that should come back. Can I host Dialing for Dollars for WWE? I'll wait for delivery each day until 3. Oh, Lord, won't you buy me a color TV? I think there's only 2 more verses. Oh, Lord, won't you buy me a night on the town? I'm counting on you, Lord. Please don't let me down. Prove that you love me, and I'll buy the next round. Oh, Lord, won't you buy me a night on the town? I think you go back to the beginning. Oh, Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz? My friends all drive Porsches. I must make amends. I worked hard all my lifetime. No help from my friends. So, Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz? Her relationship to the Lord is so odd. It's about commercialism. I think it's a commentary. SM said, when I searched for Canadian neighborhood watch signs online, there was a thread of signs that were comedically altered. Buffy was the first one. They specifically do this in Toronto. Yeah, that's the shit she's doing. She's not doing what I asked her. Leo said, do you eat Cobb salads in My mom said Janice is turning over in her grave. Well, I might be next to her had I not survived that harrowing flight down the stairs. Leo said, do you eat cod salads in public? Ooh, I would not be eating cod salads. That's for sure. That's off my list. Ben Banya said, today is my wife Melinda's birthday. She's requested you sing happy birthday and also any delightful Broadway tunes you care to grace us with today. Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Melinda. Happy birthday to you. Now I gotta think. It's too many songs. It's a Broadway. Does that count as a Broadway song? I'm trying to think of things I've seen and things I want to see and things I've sung. Here's a good one. You two are gonna make love after this. Some enchanted evening, you may see a stranger. You may see a stranger across a crowded room. And somehow you know even then that someday you'll see her again and again. Some enchanted evening, someone may be laughing. You may hear her laughing across a crowded room. And somehow you know, as strange as it seems, the sound of her laughter will sing in your dreams. Who can explain it? Who can tell you why? Fools give you reasons. Wise men never cry. Some enchanted evening, when you find your true love, when you hear her call you across a crowded room, then fly to her side and make her your own. Or all through your life you may leave her alone. Once you have found her, never let her go. Once you have found her, never let her go. Huh? It's a real showstopper. Michelle said, I'm having some Tates. What? I'm having some Tate's chocolate chip cookies with my coffee this morning. I'll have one for you all too. So, okay, thanks. Tate it up. Say hi to Tate for me. Super Ermac said, damn, that'd be nice to dunk. I hope you dunk. Are they hard enough to dunk? Or do they crumble? David said, wow, those are some real steps. That was a lot. That's a lot of pain. Super Ermac said, damn, I wish I had some coffee now. Well, shit, what do you do? Of course you're making a crazy Sunday morning. Get yourself a cup. Yolanda is laughing. Nail said, David, if WWE treasures come knocking for your Macho Man jacket and hat, would you give them up? Probably not. Or he'll probably just be like, just not want any money for them. It's just like, no, take them. I'm at peace. Asik, Shayna and RJ, coffee and craft spirits, since she likes craft beer, and I make crafts. So that's something. Nell said, I think RJ would look more terrified next to Shayna than he did Steve Austin. It would be awesome. Yeah, because Shayna doesn't wear fleece. So as frightened as I was, I found him oddly comforting. Neil said, I think RJ would look, I read that just a second ago. Yolanda said, those steps deserve an 8x10. It looks like the poster for Vertigo. Super said, man, that was a really nice singing voice. Thank you. Mercedes Boy by Pebbles is my mother's favorite song, said Spot Center, and that's a song request. And lo and behold, that's one of my favorite songs by Pebbles. So here we go. Mercedes boy, do-do-do-do, don't be coy, da-da-da-da, driving around, da-da-da, in your shiny new toy, dun-da-da-da-da, Mercedes boy, dun-da-da-da, drive as fast as you can, dun-da-da-da, because one day soon, dun-da-da-da-da, you'll be a Mercedes man, dun-da-da-da, but not right now, dun-da-da, and you don't know how. Dun-dun-dun. You're a Mercedes boy. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Keep drinking your soy. Boom, 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 boom. Who's making that noise? Dun-dun-dun. It's a Mercedes boy. Dun-dun-dun-dun. Room, boom, dun-dun-dun-dun. Room, boom, boom, dun-dun-dun-dun. Room, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Mercedes boy. That was Mercedes boy by Pebbles. Great band. Leo said, how many podcast requests do you get? A lot. A lot. How many offer payment in those valuable exposure dollars? Financially, I can list less than 5 that have offered money. Which, whatever. It's not viable for everybody, but there are some that should. Yolanda said Spot Center, that's my jam, so you must have loved that. A said, thoughts on Broadway reopening in September? If everything is okay, and maybe it's a long enough way away, I think everyone's hoping. So it'll be nice, but then I go, it'll be crowded. Some things I liked doing because there were not a lot of people around. Nell said, please let us know if that did induce lovemaking. That was from Some Enchanted Evening. 60 seconds, 60-second request. A selfish person, let me get my phone, eating microwave fish soup in a small office. This is a nice one. Let's put 60 seconds on the clock. There we go. It's fresh. It's really, really, it's fresh. It's because what happens is it mixes with the office air. And I think the office air is stale. So it gets worse. Like what you're smelling is the fish bouncing off the air. But if you come, just smell it. If you really get in there, you go, this is fresh and excellent. This is the freshest cured cod soup you will ever have. I also think the bowl smells a little because I think the dishwasher smells too. So maybe we could do something about that. So I know there's no window, but I thought if I just wave my folder around, we could. Do you want some? And scene, that crazy soup guy in the office. We've all been there. Asa, do you play board games? If so, what is your go-to board game? I don't know if I really play them that. I mean, cards count sometimes, but a board game. Oh, Tony Randall's Word Quest. I did an unboxing on my channel, and it was great. And there were so many words. I liked Trouble. I liked the simpler games. Not crazy about Monopoly. Scrabble is okay. My mother is a proponent of Bananagrams, which is like a variation on Scrabble that you can play by yourself. I like a good crossword. Does not count. Where did we go? Do you know any songs from Rent or Avenue Q? No. I mean, I know the one song from Rent, but not enough to make it go. Ben Banga said, Some Enchanted Evening is the love potion of 1,000,000 erections across the wild frontier. Everyone is now erect and they don't know why. Leo said, I'm glad my family doesn't play board games. The only thing that can make these guys even more boring to be around. Yeah, the only interesting one, Leo? You sure? SM said that was beautifully sung, RJ. Pogro said, love Some Enchanted Evening. Great choice. Nail said, Tate's cookies are posh. I bought them in the Hamptons once. Ace went in the Hamptons. Always by Tate's. Ace said, RJ just solved the world population with his singing voice. Thank you. You said positively 8, which is my gripe with the Sound of Music. Leo said, I worked in an office with a woman who did that. That is disgusting. Should have been immediately suspended at least. Sponsor said, any interest in getting into the 5+ hour Dungeons and Dragons table game that a few local wrestlers here go live on YouTube with? The hour 4 was so good. No, I have an hour in me max for anything. This is in 10 minutes, I'm done. Sean said, that's a request. Nail said, yes, Val, I love when someone requests one of his favorites. I love Pebbles. Panda's grandma said, yep, that's Pebbles, all right. We love them. We love Pebbles. You're welcome, Yolanda. Panda's grandma said, love those car imitations he does. Well, we all have like a really heavy engine, you know. Val said, one of my favorites always tells me we're going to get a treat. Yolanda said, what a remix. Pebbles like to take a walk with the format, you know, and I thought it was great. Positive E said, reminds me of this guy eating tuna fish on the bus. I give him a pretty mean stink eye. Like James Finlayson from the Laurel and Hardy movies. I listened to some. Oh, Sean said I listened to some of the playlist last night. Oh, yes. I dropped a little playlist for my members, a summer Spotify playlist of things I listened to. I thought it was nice to share. And I was pleased to see a lot of stuff I already like. I like that one. I made it because some of my playlists are a mess. I add songs and then a week later I go, I don't like the song. But that one I thought, what's like my top kind of whatever? And it was very good. A said, would you want to be interviewed by Corey Graves on his podcast? Not if he didn't want to interview me, you know. I think it would be really mean to just invite myself. I think it would be a little standoffish about it. Be like, what the hell are you doing here? Say, I don't know. Ace asked me. Panel's grandma said, fish stink because they have to swim around in their own farts all their life. That's why libraries smell, too. Because the farts get locked into the carpets. Coral is the carpet of the sea. Leo said, do you miss pretending to enjoy Cards Against Humanity at parties? I do not. I only played it like less than 5 times. And I would always get upset because my jokes were technically and structurally better and funnier, but they made less people laugh. I think I went over their heads. I'm not the best person to play that with. Nicholas said, greetings all. Happy Mother's Day. You got 8 minutes. The hell are you doing so late? Michelle said, Nails, those are the ones. They bag them up and sell them all the way over here in Cincinnati. Kingdom said, crosswords. I do the New York Times crossword every Sunday on Twitch after I watch you make coffee. Oh, I should slip into that. I will also say, on my way to university, when I took the subway, Kingdom, I'd be blowing through the Metro crossword and the 24 one. And only you know what I'm talking about. That is some Toronto subway talk. Spot Center said, I saw Corey Graves, then Sterling James Keenan, and CM Punk in a VFW hall in Turkeytown, Pennsylvania, and people there popped more for the $1 beers. Well, who wouldn't pop for beers, especially in Turkeytown? Gobble, gobble, and welcome. I'm the mayor of Turkeytown, Pennsylvania. I saw him wrestle with Sterling James Keenan too. I liked his tights. SM made the stare meme, David. The stairs meme. So check Twitter. Jesus. Nell said, I have a fish phobia, cooked and alive. Just, if someone microwaved them at my office, I would quit on the spot. Even the smell would be like, that's not fish, onions. No place in an office. Positively E said, I think Pebbles is a lady. Not the one I'm thinking of. Nail said, be right back, gifting the stink eye. I want to show you, I got to post the original so you know who I'm referencing. A said, have you listened to Spring Awakening? No, I took a spring nap. Summer Awakening. It's just more my speed. Nail said, RJ, during the game, well, yeah, that doesn't make sense though, does it? Mine made sense. Oh yeah, during Cars, yes. Not fun. Do you have a favorite board game, Pantos Grandma? We did this already. Yahtzee. Mysterious Baseman said, one more stair joke. I always take the stairs. but my brother always takes the elevator. I guess we were just raised differently. 2, 3, 4. Kingdom said, ha! Metro crossword for the transit distraction. Always have a pen on you. You never know when you're going to find a dirty, used Metro. The best is when, like, going down, you're doing it and you get stuck on somewhere, and then coming back, you sit next to a used one that has the words you're trying to get. It's like a break in the case. A said, where do I find a metal circle to cook eggs to make my version of a sausage and egg McMuffin sandwich? What? You just can use like a muffin pan, I think. They're just like baked, basically. Kingdom said, deeply Torontonian of you, RJ. I know, I don't. It doesn't read. Talking about, CHCH, stuff like Channel 11 doesn't read here. At a grade school, I had to walk half a mile uphill both ways. Pantila said, oh, I'm a bad fan. I missed the Yazzie. What? I also only blow hot air. I have no idea what that is referencing. I'm going to pour some more coffee, but I think we should probably wrap this Huckleberry up. It's been a fun day. It's been a fine day. And I want to thank you all for being you, because there's nobody else you could be. Even if you tried to be someone else, then you would be a person who's not happy with themselves. You know what I'm saying? Brandon Doty said, bless CHCH. See, now I've got, Kingdom, I mentioned Toronto. Now I just have one comment and nothing else to talk about. I used to call it ch-ch. Neil said, no, I hate when it's over. I used to cry at the end of Pee-wee's Playhouse when he used to fly away on the bicycle, which never was explained. SM said, excuse me, there are 5 minutes left. Does anyone remember when the show was like 10, 30 minutes? Poe Girl says, get mom something pretty for Mother's Day. Love you. Love your show. Poe Girl, do you not have a request? That is so sweet of you. You can make her a song request if you want. Michelle said, I love you all. Have a lovely day, citizens. Val said, have a lovely day. Oh, Poe Girl, that's so sweet of you. Thank you. Sponsor said, damn, a report on the go home. You're going to be wired. I'm losing it. A said, thank you, RJ, and have a great Mother's Day. SM said, even those egg rings. I've seen those egg rings everywhere. Kingdom said, go deep with your golden horseshoe inside references, brother. I'll see you at the Oak Ridges Moraine, Kingdom. Sean said, say hi to the wood panels for the cult. Thank you, Mama City, for existing. Love today's stream. A said, thanks, SM. Have a great Mother's Day. And, I want you to call your mothers after this. And I want you to bring up, my mom just texted me and said, say goodbye to everyone for me. I'm not calling her again because that was her one appearance and it immediately went to her head. Call your mothers and bring up that time they were very mean to you, whether they attacked you or said something horrible, just to see what they say, just to remind them that with all the good they gave, ultimately everything is a little good and a little bad. So, balance it out. Nell said, let her sing us off. She's not singing anyone off. That's it. SM said, goodbye, Mama City. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good one, everyone. Spot Center says, you won't see him at the Carriage Inn, Kingdom. Nice reference, Spot Center. Nail said, my mom is not mean, and I accept love in my life. She must have been a little mean. Panda's Grandma said, oh, no, that would be such a long phone call. Yolanda said, shoot, I will not take this advice because I know better. I encourage you all to take the risk and don't go softly into that good afternoon, Just call her and say, listen, I know it was right. I know you were doing, here's a nice neutral statement. No, you were doing the best that you could. Because ultimately, that's all we can do. SM said, my mom is mean, but thankfully, we don't have stairs. If we lived in a bungalow, I would be a much happier man today. And with that, let's do a final shot of not only the underwear, but these wonderful up, down. Oh, now you can see them better. Aren't these nice? It looked like I just came home from work. Honey, I'm home. Let's play some video games. Go get them at the Up, Up, Down, Down shop, that kind of thing. And until the next time, if there is a next time, Godspeed and God bless.